Kevin Rudd and Julia Gillard's half-baked policies should serve a warning, therefore, to Bowen and his colleagues as they launch into the biggest command and control programme of them all. Yet Bowen imagines, against all experience, that governments can control all the moving parts in the market. And this is just the part of an even larger plan to change the climate of the planet, somehow, by manipulating just one of the many factors that drives the unfathomably complicated climate system. So let's step back a few hundred paces and consider the first part: how to persuade 9 out of 10 Australian car buyers to leave showrooms driving a vehicle that costs more, takes an age to fill up, and has a limited range and depreciates at a rate nobody yet knows. How will he persuade us that the various tasks we all want to carry out with our cars, from towing and camping, fishing to dropping the kids off at kindergarten, all of those tasks are best carried out with an electric vehicle? And then, how will the government ensure that there are sufficient charging stations, properly spaced to satisfy demand 24 hours a day? Because here's the kind of thing that happens if you don't.
I've been waiting here the whole time. That guy took the car before.
The car a long time.
Where did you find your car?
I've been waiting right there. I came around after this one opened up.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
I came and look at everybody.
You're gonna give yourself a stroke. Calm down.
Well, the shortage of chargers is creating chaos in the US, and there's no reason why it won't happen here. As the New York Times reports, electric vehicle owners are unplugging one another's cars, trading insults and creating black market and side deals to trade spots in corporate parking lots. Charger rage, range anxiety and humongous car loans are just some of the things that will happen when the government starts believing they can run economies better than the markets. It's what happens when they forget that innovation is almost always driven by entrepreneurs rather than bureaucrats. And innovation is what we desperately need when it comes to electric cars if we want to avoid shoving the kids, their bikes, their boogie boards into the back of a Nissan Leaf and stuffing them in with fast food for hours on some godforsaken servo on the Pacific Highway while you queue for an hour at the charger. How quickly we seem to have forgotten the lessons from the great post-war experiment in economic central planning. One of the most industrialised economies in the world was divided into two. Markets operated freely on one side, while on the other, apparatchiks called the shots. When the experiment ended with the collapse of the Berlin Wall in 1990, we had a Mercedes on one side and a Trabant on the other. We learnt what happens when the government gets to choose your car for you. On the one side, they were driving the Mercedes, and on the other, a two-cylinder fiberglass oil-gathering Trabant 601. Case closed.